Hi. Um, I have a written journal set aside, but I'm going to go for this first. I was pondering perspective earlier, and it was really taking me places. But I had to go bathe first. So, um, I just thought I'd see that's not the way I usually do things, uh, coming in at secondhand, but let's give it a go. First of all, I want to take a retrospective. I've only been journaling online since 2010. Other than that, I've been doing it for like decades. But you can go back as far as 2010 with me. And the journals, I'd say for 95% of the time I've been journaling, were like untouchable. Whatever came through, once I got it locked in to where I was in the flow, and it was like, I'll just use words here, it was like the flow was speaking. To me, that was really sacred. I recognized that. I knew it didn't come from mind. And so as a result, I wouldn't change a word of it. If I had misspelled something, I would correct that. Um, but I wouldn't alter it in any way, because that would be mind thinking it knows better than heart. Okay? That's the way it was until I'd say maybe just last year. I'm not sure, I'd have to go back and see. But if you've been with me, you've watched it happening. I got to where I would edit them. And I was watching myself doing this editing. And keep in mind, this is somebody that has never touched these things. And now I'm watching myself edit. And it's like, whoa, Joe, what's going on? And I had to watch it for a while. I didn't understand. I just knew the editing was also a part of the flow. So I just let it go. And as I watched, what I realized was that there was a layer of sacredness that I hadn't felt worthy of earlier on. Do you see that? Please see it, because we all do this. I didn't think I was good enough. Okay, so what I noticed then was that it was like consciousness was expanding, and the watcher was noting that and was observing that, oh, that which was only in the flow is now more in her everyday consciousness. You see? So the light had expanded, or my ownership of it. Now, again, I'm in the midst of things, folks. 2 years down the line, this will look different yet. And now there's been a change again. And I'm not sure what it is. But it's evidence of it that I would be pondering with Source. And I was watching myself not writing it down. You see, once upon a time, when every word is sacred, you want to capture it, especially with a memory like, people in heart are not known for their perfect memories. Some of them have the knack of that. Where I am, all I can do is speak for myself. Where I am, I'm not known for having a good memory. Okay, so I was watching myself doing this communing and not writing, and thinking, it's sacred, but is it so mundane now that you don't bother to log it? The mind will pop up with such little things. And I'm just watching and listening to all of this with an ear cocked to heart, of course. Both of them, really. And so now I come back to share from the flow that seems to be back there in time. I don't know what's going on, okay? I'm just finding it interesting how the divine is invading my life. Do you see it? If you can see it in me, that is so freaking awesome, because you can't see something in me that isn't in you already. It isn't doable. Grok that one. Kitty says, yeah. Birdie says, yeah. All right. That says you can own everything you can see. Be in heart. Hear it from there and see from there. What you can see and what resonates, it resonates because it's you. It's your own precious attainment that you've manifested out there where you can see it and note it and claim it. There's no one down here but you. You're the one. Everything you see, you have manifested. Stay strictly out of mind with this. You have manifested, or it wouldn't be appearing before you. Now, when I say before you, I guess I mean in the presence of the body-mind. You are everywhere. There's nothing that isn't in your presence. All there is now here, and now here is nowhere, and everywhere at the same time. And you're there, you're that. You're the cloud. You're in the cloud. There's no place in the cloud, no time in the cloud, no space in the cloud that you're not. All of your lifetimes, that's accessible now, as long as you step up and above the polarity thing, the duality. See, you're in higher consciousness and higher dimensions, maybe as much as 50% of the time. Everybody's different, but the programming's in the way that says we're little and small and we live in 3D, and the assumption is we're just that. But we're not. And all of that's coming online for us now. And we have such magnificent help guiding and very, very gently. What comes into your now is critical, is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Maybe Priscilla's here in her ghostly cat body. Soon our now will be showing us things we're not used to seeing. Those in heart are ready. You won't be knocked for a loop. You might have to sit down and pause now and again. But it's time to be consciously expanding your awareness. Time to remember you are that. And I don't care what it is, you are that. These eyes, through which I hoped to see God, are the eyes through which God sees me. I am the webcam. I am you. I am the computer. I am the tree. I am the friend, the spouse, the breeze. I am the crystal that I'm so dearly in love with, without having a clue why. And it just doesn't matter. You can have a mate that you're crazy about and not know why. Does why matter? I mean, what the heck is a why? I'm sure we lived perfectly well before we had this cerebral cortex, which is supposed to be a recent addition to the brain. You know? Mind isn't all it's trumped up to be. It's not the be-all and the end-all you are. And you go even beyond that. I like it when Robert Young, I think his name is, I've only recently come upon him, an Aussie, NDEer. I've heard him say now and again, take a perspective above the clouds, above the stars, look down on the stars. Well, he just took you out of creation. See, there's the creation, but the creation isn't all there is. How could it be? The creator existed before the creation. Let's not go too far with this. Anyway, I guess it didn't turn out to be what I thought it was going to be, but I'm sure it's perfectly suitable to this now. I'll break it here and do another one for those that don't have much time.